At the Verizon Center, the fans in Washington, D.C. amped up for their Wizards. Look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
Well, I think for Washington, clearly it's been a disappointing season. There's no question about that. This was a team that had expectations of getting to the playoffs. I thought they would be a playoff team, but it just didn't work out that way.
And you can hunt for some silver lining if you want, Clark, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, this is a club that's out of the playoffs. This is a major step backward from last season.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Carter Williams and Roten pairing up in the backcourt. Luke Mbah-a-Moute out there with Arnett Moultrie. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Roten, following the miss by John Wall. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Roten. Outside for Carter Williams. Here's Roten. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. That's good.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over. You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Now here's Carter Williams. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score. And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
Here's Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The 76ers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Roten, the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Got a piece of it, and Embiid throws it down. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Carter Williams against Wall. Carter Williams kicks to Roten. Moultrie setting the pick for Roten. Using his post move to get the 2 points.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here is Carter after the made shot from Joel Embiid. A nice shot by Carter.
The 2 points are pretty much a lock when they're able to get the ball into that position inside.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Roten dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Carter Williams, the pass to Moultrie. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Carter Williams. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Wall. Pierce attacking. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
The 76ers trail.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on it, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. We talked about the problems of facing a player who is athletically gifted like John Wall. He told me that staying in front of him with a solo defender is near impossible. So we'll try to lull him into traps and get him taking shots that he doesn't feel comfortable taking.
Thanks again, Doris. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Martell Webster, he's checked in for Pierce. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Bradley Beal. And then for Philadelphia, Richardson, he's checked in for Arnett Moultrie. And it's Alexei Shved in for Carter Williams. Now, here's Mbah a Moute. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit, and you know, that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
Now here is Carter. Tony Wroten missing his last shot, and the shot is good. And that's 10 points for the Beast. And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, you know, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
Here's Richardson. After the made shot from Carter, just 5 on the clock. Here's Wroten. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Rockets.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Here's Shved following the basket by John Wall. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Shved kicks to Wroten. Now here's Shved, covered by Wall.
Wizards foul call. John Wall.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team...
Nice shooting.
That's at the free throw line.
All three throws good from Shved. Group getting ready for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Kevin Seraphin. The Beast comes in for Nene. Paul Pierce has checked in for Martell Webster. And Beal subbed in for John Wall. Moultrie's checked in for Philadelphia. Carter Williams comes in for Tony Wroten. Beal teams up with Pierce on the perimeter. The Beast out there with Humphries. And it's Miller in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Beal with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. And Beal kicks to Pierce. Pass to Carter. There's the bucket. Good. Carter's got 12 in the game.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Embiid dishes to Carter Williams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And they're getting good balance offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
Now here is Carter. 12 points for him.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Shved, no good.
That was a layup. You've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Miller, no luck.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Andre Miller does a lot of things well on the floor, but he's not really a long-range shooter, so he needs the ball in his hands to be effective in your offense.
Now here's Moultrie, averaging 6 points per contest. 4 on the clock. Here's Richardson. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Richardson's got his first basket of the night. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Miller up on top. Carter Williams covering. There's the bucket. Good. And the Wizards lead by 9. The 76ers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Passes it to Moultrie. In the corner, Shved with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Richardson. Another shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And Washington making a change here. Gortat's checked in. Now here is Miller. He feeds it to Carter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Now here's Carter Williams, averaging 19 points per contest. Here it goes, it's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Moultrie. Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Miller, the pass to Carter. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Moultrie's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Shved kicks to Carter Williams. Carter comes in with the double team. Back to Carter Williams. The feed to Shved. And stolen by Miller. In transition, here come the Wizards. Miller's got the ball, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves in the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Number 1 is Joel Embiid.
Well, the way he rebounds, I'm sure he has endeared himself to that coaching staff.
Yeah, and it's going to get him a lot more floor time if he continues to battle that hard in the paint.
And the Wizards making a change here. Webster's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Moultrie. And it's Tony Wroten in for Carter Williams. Now here's Wroten, guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
And it's Miller penetrating. Sinks the 15-footer. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
The 76ers trail by 9. And here is Shved, right now averaging 7 points a game. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Wroten. Wroten's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Miller. Lets the 3 fly. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The clock runs.
Bradley, it certainly seemed to be a focus of this team to have a strong first half, which you did. Is this type of intensity something?
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Staff offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carter Williams and Wroten pairing up in the backcourt. Embiid is out there with Arnett Moultrie. And it's Mbah-a-Moute in at the 3. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, Philadelphia, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. 5th in rebounding, 8th in blocks. And for opponent scoring numbers, not so strong. Only in the top 20 in the league in that category. They leave a lot to be desired at the defensive end.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. I mean, this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
The 76ers trail by 7. Wroten kicks to Embiid. Now the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. The dish to Wroten. Feeds it to Carter Williams. 5 on the clock, expanding his range, and there's Wroten, and that's good on the assist from Carter Williams. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Wall dishes to Carter. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And the physical nature of their last meeting was just as they had hoped for. I mean, they drew a ton of fouls in that game and went on to win it.
Now here's Carter Williams. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Such a wide open look. And that's now 11 points for Roten. Wizards leading by 4. And I want to hear your take on what Steve was just talking about, Clark. How big a role do you think foul trouble played in that win?
Yeah, it was large, humongous, I think, because of the foul trouble. That forced them to use lineups down the stretch that they weren't really comfortable with. So it was a big, big factor.
Carter Williams with it. Al Pierce defending. Dishes to Roten. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wall passes to Carter. Plays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 15.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Washington. Nene comes in for the Beast.
Well, while we have a chance, let's take a look at some numbers for Tony Roten. He's around 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when you take his over...
For the Wizards, Chris Humphries has checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Webster comes in for Paul Pierce. And Miller subbed in for Beal. Then for the 76ers, Richardson, he's checked in for Arnett Moultrie. And it's Alexei Shved in for Michael Carter Williams. And Webster kicks to Wall. The shot misses.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Heaves it up. The shot is off.
Sunday, April 5th, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. Live from Staples Center. Be there.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
There was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball, the execution. That pass set up the open 3.
The 76ers trail by 6. Carter in at power forward. Miller is out there with Wall. Then it's Gortat, and it's Webster in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
And Wall kicks to Webster. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here comes Shved. Kicks it to Roten. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Down low. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Embiid.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
From 10 feet out, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 17 points for the Beast. The 76ers trail by 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Shved, no good. Wizards shooting at 51%. Really solid. Outside, Wall. That drive by Carter takes it from 10. Rebound by the 76ers. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Carter against Mbah-a-Moute. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And what a game for Carter. He has 17 points and 1 rebound.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Pierce comes in for Martell Webster. And Beal subbed in for Miller. Moultrie's checked in for Philadelphia. Carter Williams comes in for Alexi Shved. Here's Roten, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Wizards leading by 6. It's Beal on the wing. He kicks it to Carter. And that one's good. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. He dishes it to Roten. Inside, Moultrie. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And he sinks the second. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Wall. Here we go now. That's good. And the Wizards lead by 9.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Carter Williams kicks to Roten. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, in these games late in the season, critics say sometimes that motivation can be lacking. Playoff teams may be resting their stars. But it's a difficult issue for the NBA. How do you make these late season games more meaningful?
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Wall. 5 on the clock. And Washington again with the bucket.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
The 76ers trail by 9. Carter Williams dishes to Roten. Baseline try. Almost, but it rolls out.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Goes up at the stripe. Shot denied. Pass to Mbah a Moute. Roten with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Mbah a Moute kicks to Roten. Here's Embiid, and Pierce pulls it down. Wizards leading by 9. Passes it to Carter. And he slams it one-handed.
Elevates and powers in the one-handed.
Ah, textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much.
Here's Roten. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roten's got 16 here in the second half. The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Beal, the pass to Carter. And he gets it to go. Carter's got 10 points in the quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Wizards.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
They will walk out of here riding high today. Big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 meetings with.
Steve, one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they can build off this win and beat them a 3rd time.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for the Beast. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid. That free throw missing. So both teams changing it up here. Good on the second free throw.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
And here we go with Michael Carter-Williams. Hits from the high post.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Carter-Williams.
And so it's